And welcome everyone to Scouts of Entertainment Reforged replay. Today we're back at Folas, and there's a nice 4v3 for you. We're sent in by Captain GERVAIS, who's commanding the Wars of Khazad-dûm. I don't know if we're going with the 21st Legion theme, but for his sake I will. And yeah, we'll start with his army first, and he's got some Orc Hunters of Khazad-dûm on this little ledge here that we often talk about when we're on this map, how we say that archers are, this is a good position for archers to shoot down at the enemy as they come across the bank. Just give me a second. Just across the bank this way. So yeah, he's decided to do that. We'll see how well that pays off for them. We actually have his ally down here, which has his army all not stacked up, so we'll actually go through these units while we're here. We have the Realm of Ladder commanded by M1 Breakout, and he's got some Gwaithai Marine Dane here, some Gwaithai Arthane, some Elder Enemy Hero Vital. We have 2 units of Ladder Sentries. A little bit of controversy with the possibility of these guys being removed from the roster, which is interesting. So we'll follow that as time goes on. We've got some Elder Enemy Hero Vital, also maybe 2 units here. We have 3 units of Murderous Guardians armoured up. We have 2 units of Murderous Blade Masters. We have 1 unit of Elder Enemy Hero Finger, 2 units of Norin Tuna Warriors, and 2 units of Elder Finger. And moving on to the rest of Captain GERVAIS' army behind the hill here. We have some Hammers of Gundabad. We have 2 units of 1st Legion Pikes, 1 unit of Sons of the Fallen, Khazad-dûm Reclaimers, 2 units of 4th Legion Shield Guard, 1 unit of 2nd Legion Axe Guard. We have 2 units of Sentries of Khazad-dûm. We have 1, 2, 3 units of Warriors of Khazad-dûm, Mithril Guard, Guards of Khazad-dûm, and 2 units here of Orc Hunters of Khazad-dûm. And moving on to the final ally. All the way over here is Arthadane, commanded by Arsul Ali 9050. So Arsul and Captain GERVAIS have put the little rivalry aside to see whether or not they can win a defensive siege battle today. We'll see how well this goes. Anyway, he's got some Arthadane pikemen here, armoured up. He has some Evan Spearmen, some Dismounted Knights of Anonymous, some Warden to the north, Dismounted Knights of Anonymous, Bambadol Sprax Archers, some Arthadane pikemen, 2 units here armoured up, some Evan Spearmen, 3 units, some Anunas Gate Guards, some Arthadane Marksmen, not armoured up, some Evan Archers, and a Trebuchet. And on that note, we will start with the first of the 4 attackers, which is Cardinal, commanded by Tundrous Fox. And he's got some Tharbad Warhammers here, some Dunedain Captains. We have 2 units here of Inniskirthan Sharpshooters, Minotaur Roman Guardians, Hearthguard of Amun Sul. That's all that's here. We have 1, 2, 3 units of Greenwatch Garrison Footmen, 2 units of Inniskirthan Archers, some Greenwatch Garrison Archers, and I think 2 units of Greenwatch Garrison Spearmen here. Moving down the hill, we come to the next attacker, Umbar, commanded by Grav the Umbar Boy. I don't know what that means, but Grav here has got 2 units of Numerian Lancers, 1 unit of Warlords of Umbar, generals in this unit. We have some Balagar Archers, 2 units, 2 units of Corsair Savages, 2 units of Corsair Light Infantry, looks like 2 units of Balagar Footmen, and 2 units of Casimir's Legion. And we have some Corsair Pikemen, 2 units, and 1 unit of Naru and Aru Sentinels. And over here, we have the third attacker. We have Isengard, commanded by Sum Ting Wong. Haven't seen Sum Ting before, nor have I seen Grav, so nice to see you guys. Welcome to Reforged if you're new. We've got, I think, 4 units of Urukai Infantry, Sorry about that. I think 3 units of Uruk-hai pikemen. I'm gonna say 2 units of Uruk-hai crossbowmen. Some Nazgûl High, Uruk-hai berserkers not armored up, trolls of the right hand, and that's it. Oh wait, hang on. We got some Warg Riders and the dreaded Isengard Ballista. This thing is awesome if used properly, guys. It's a deadly weapon. It's just as good as any catapult or trebuchet, or even the witches. It's all about how you use it and when you use it. It's a great tool though. Awesome weapon of war. And the final attacker is Khan. Sorry, my background. We've got some nomadic scouts here. I did that in the wrong order. We've got some nomadic axemen, some Brotherhood of the Sword, nomadic warriors, Nereid war chief retainers, generals in this unit. We have some nomadic warriors again, Nereid footmen, nomadic axemen, and nomadic warriors. We have some Brotherhood of the Axe. We have, so we have 1 unit here of Nereid halberds, Nereid footmen, nomadic light infantry, nomadic raiders, infantry, and 2 units here of nomadic marauders, and some Brotherhood. I think I've already covered that one. Yeah, Brotherhood of the Sword, I think, somewhere, and Brotherhood of the Axe here. Yeah, that's where they are. Alright, that's it. So, we'll get this battle started. Enjoy. Now, I can see some movement, so we won't do a small cut. We'll actually follow Grav, and given that he's on the move already, he might be trying to cut off Arthedain as Arthedain retreats from the outskirts of town here. We'll try to intercept him probably around here. We'll see whether or not that maneuver pays off. It's always a good idea to try and separate the defender before he can join his allies, because it just makes taking the main citadel or main capital of Folas all that extra bit harder, because you have more defending troops inside, defending the choke points. And as you know or don't know, there are actually 3 entry points to Folas, and we'll just quickly go through them while we wait for the attack to begin. It's here. We've got 3 bridges here, and over here. Those are your entry points. Now, whenever I see this map, I've always talked about the attackers trying to cut off the defender out here before he can retreat inside. I've never actually seen it done before. I think Grav might actually be the player to give it a go to that. He's already got his infantry moving up, and Arsenal's a bit slow off the mark to get his army out of there. But if Arsenal uses his pikemen and spearmen correctly, he should be able to beat back any attempt for Grav to charge him. But given the pace of this, we'll actually fast forward it, and we'll come back shortly. Alright, we're back, and Grav has charged up his light infantry. He's not messing around. He's running his pikemen, he's running his infantry. He's got his cab coming in. And that was actually a great charge. He collided with the spearmen on the side. The spearmen weren't facing the cab, hence why they were so brutally beaten by that charge. Light spearmen don't do too well against cab charges, but when they're facing the cab charge, the effect isn't as bad as you'd think. But when they're disorganized and not facing it, this happens. You see that? This time we didn't see any spearmen go flying in the air. They were facing the cab, they were charging towards them, they grunted that charge. And as you can see, the casualties are minimal compared to what we saw over there. So Grav is actually really going for it. Really trying to harass Arsenal and trying to stop all his army from getting safely across. So Arsenal wants to cover his ass here. He wants to be careful. We'll go back to Bloodbath shortly. I can see he's crossing the bridge right now on the map. He's almost across. Looks like he crossed over a hidden unit. So it just vanished. Okay, you've got Corsair Savages here. Corsair Savages charging the Evan Spearmen. And we've got the Belligrants firing in. I think Arsenal's got his defence a little bit too far out from the entry point to the embankment here. You got some Evan Spearmen trying to plug this little gap here. The Evan Spearmen here are pretty organised. They should be able to hold here for some time. And we've got the pikeman unit covering the trebuchet's ass. That's good. You can see the grabbers watching him. He's looking for an opening. I got some arrow fire here. Okay, and one has sent over some troops to help him retreat and save as many men as he can and beat back the first Umbar wave. So they were targeting some Corsair pikemen before. I've got a bloodbath very shortly. Shit, Evan and Spearmen are exposed here. This is not good. What's that going on here? Oh, Corsair crossbows targeting the trebuchet crew. They're down to 28. Ralph has seen an opening. He's coming for the trebuchet. Arsenal's marched his pikemen too far away from them. Spearmen are too far away. They're not going to get here in time. Trebuchet crew is broken. Arsenal has lost his artillery. Defenders have lost their only artillery piece and have never fired a shot. This has made victory all that bit harder. I mean, victory is hard enough on this map if you're a defender, but now it's extra hard. Alright, crossing over. So we're seeing the first wave of Khan come through the gap here, the mountain pass. Gervais is organising their defence. The Norrington warriors targeting the Namak Raiders. We're a little exposed here and a little bit close together, these Elven units. Okay, we've got Brotherhood of the Axe here, some Nomadic Scouts, some Neuron Halberds, and looks like we've got some Nomadic Marauders here to throw their axes. Weaken the frontline defence, here we go. The Dwarves are really absorbing this fire. I'm impressed. Then again, the Dwarves are known for their armour. Alright, we'll see how well. Let's just check on Arsenal's retreat. Okay, so we've got Doonbone Troll Slayers. We've got some Evidence Spearmen trying to get across. We had a unit of 70 Evidence Spearmen broken. They're not getting out of this alive. We have a unit of Evan Spearmen here, two actually. One unit, yeah, it's going to be cut off here by some V1's garrison Spearmen. They'll fight for a little while, but they're not getting back to safety. And this is a mistake here from Gervais, leaving the warriors custom members as a rear guard. They're not spearmen, they're not pikemen. A charge from the warlords or the Numenorian lancers will hurt them. They're a tiny buffer, they're a delay, but they won't actually take down the capital. The capital will obliterate them, I think. So Gervais should get these guys out of here while he still can. Granted, Jervis's attention is over here as well. He's fighting two fights here. Okay, so we've got some nomadic scouts here throwing axes. And they're hitting the dwarves. But they're also going down quickly under the arrow fire. How are we going over here? Alright, so we've got the elves in place. We have an Isengard ballista and it's firing. Where is it firing? Whoa, shoot! That hurt, Arsenal. I bet these Dunedain Troll Slayers in particular will be saying a prayer after somehow surviving that. Okay, Arify coming in. From the from the Greenwatch Garrison Archers. Minas Tirith Archers, okay. Oh, Bliss is going for these guys. Oh! Solid hits on the Numas Gate Guards. And dismounted Knights of the Numas. Okay, got Minas Tirith and Archers firing in. So I've got some civilians there protecting the Greenwatch Garrison Archers. Greenwatch Garrison Archers going down to him. We got crossbow Corsairs moving in as well. These civilians are definitely doing their job. Tundras is getting his money's worth out of them. But it's not really stopping the elves from killing the infantry. Oh, okay, both Grab and Tundras are taking heavy casualties. But now the elves are taking casualties, and one's under fire now from that bloody Isengard ballista. Oh. Yeah, it's time to withdraw. Alright, head back over to Jervis's fight, see how well that's going. So we've got some reserves back here. Okay, so we've got some Brotherhood of the Axe in the mix, you can see them. You're out, Hellbounds are going down. Khan is losing this fight. This was the right idea, but Jervis is not firing these guys and they're pretty exposed. Okay, Brotherhood of the Axe is coming back. These orc hunters are probably out of ammunition. That's why they're here. Just get these guys out of there. Or in the fight, because they don't have their bows out. All they do, so whatever they do. Yeah, just got to get these guys out of there. I'll head back over. Orc hunters here are not firing. Okay, the elves are fighting on multiple fronts now. As you can see, they suffered a few casualties there. And again, they suffered some more in retreat. Oh boy. Blade Masters could be in trouble here. Another near miss. Oh. No dice there. I was not accurate this time. As you can see, it did it did a number on the Untitled Chapter. Now, head back up briefly. Okay, so we've got some fire now from the Orc Hunters. It does make life a little bit easier for the Elves. Let's head back. Okay, Arsenal sent up a rear guard for the Dwarven forces that are out front. Athen's forces here under fire. These guys here under fire from the hobbits. Don't know how effective this is, but some kills is better than no kills. Looks like Brotherhood of the Shadow Blades here. Looks like they've been through it. They've lost a few men. It looks like the 4th Legion is trying to target the Brotherhood of the Axe, but they're going to retreat. There we go. Head back. Okay, Carlin's back here. This is a good target here for Carlin. Little risk of friendly fire as the enemy is relatively exposed to the archers. At first I thought this was a glitch, that the elves were moving backwards and pushing forwards. Sorry, pushing forwards but moving backwards is what I mean, towards the enemy. And that means they're dying quickly and not really getting any kills out of it. But these guys were facing uphill before, fighting, of course, they're savages. Which is why they're probably still facing it. So I don't think we're actually seeing the glitch here. I think this unit just hasn't been activated to turn around and fight the Greenwatch Garrison footmen. And we've got some Minuscript archers here. We've got the Dwarves that comes with them trying to chase them. Oh. Nope, that was already a dead troop. And one's lucky he didn't lose more men there. Okay, we've got the Orc Hunters using fire ammunition to try and break the enemy. One bus broken through. Fortunately, we have reinforcements inbound. Now, they're hitting the enemy, but we are getting some friendly fire. Alright, so the Ice is attacking the near out halberds. This is a good target. Yeah, they switch targets. Can't get this up forever. He's probably got one more volley left. Alright. The attack here seems to have subsided. It looks like Bloodbath will probably launch an attack momentarily. He stationed these forces pretty close to the pass, the entry to the pass. Yeah, we've got a few arrows going in the side there. Most innocent. Again, the Elves holding pretty strong here. And we're back. We've got the Elves under a little bit of fire here. It's not too bad. We have the surviving Brainwash Garrison Archers, a couple of crossbow Corsairs. I always say it the other way around for some reason. I don't know why. And some Greenwatch Garrison Archers here. All castles have halted their fire. Makes sense. The enemy's too close to the Elves here. The risk of friendly fire is too great. Every soldier counts now for the defenders because they lost their artillery piece earlier on. Okay, and here comes Khan's big push. He's going to throw everything he has, I think, at Arthedain and the remaining forces of Khazad-dûm here. I wonder what the marksmen are shooting at. Oh, and just so people know who didn't watch the live stream, my surgery went pretty good. My nose is a little bit sore, but I just had to have a little bit of some non-life-threatening cancer cells removed. So yeah, it was actually pretty good. The procedure was actually quick and easy, and now I just gotta take care of the skin afterwards. It's a meticulous process, and it's very long. So it's good, but it's irritating at the same time. And what's worse is you have to do it, or you'll pay for it later on if you don't follow the recovery schedule. But back to the battle. You can see that the Nomadic Marauders are firing. Yep, Arthur and Martin trying to provide some cover. It makes it harder for GERVAIS to fold up the enemy here, with the Nomadic Marauders firing their axes into them. They're taking them down before they can really have any impact. And I like the idea of the defenders, what they're trying to do. We've got the Dwarves combined with the Evan Spearmen over here to try and cut off the Carnage forces here and just sort of press them against this mountain here, so they have no real room to maneuver. And surprisingly, when a unit's cornered and pressed against a mountain or an obstacle they can't get through, they go down pretty quickly under that pressure. So you got Khan trying to push back, and the defenders are trying to push them. And as the Dwarves actually push in, they're actually surrounding the Murad footmen, which isn't good for Khan. His front line will collapse very quickly. Listen, the Magpie infantry now trying to outflank the 2nd Legion Axe Guard, but now the infantry are exposed to the archers. I'll head back briefly over to check how things are going here. Sometimes my mind moves too fast for me now. Alright, the Elves are taking a bit of a beating here. It looks like they were thinking about retreating, but we have the trolls of the White Hand moving in. Nice charge there from the Wolves on the retreating Elder enemy hero of the Tail. They actually took a few down there. And suffered only 1 casualty maybe. Got the Iroquois Berserkers in the mix. Jarvis is thinking about sending his men. Whether he does, we'll wait and see. Pulling back his warriors at Khazad-dûm. Okay, he's pulling back his sentries now. Everton archers here not firing. Looks like the ballista's out of ammo. I don't see the crew anymore. Yeah, there's the crew. They're actually here. Alright, let's check on Bloodbath. Afterman set up a pretty solid defensive line here. This is a waste of the marksman for going after this one soldier. Okay, so we've got the Afterman marksman here, and Khan still has a few troops left, and he's sending his best infantry right now. The Murad War Chief retainers. We have Dune Rangers here. They're reloading, they're firing. Oh, they're firing up. Alright, Dune Rangers targeting the Murad War Chiefs. Murad War Chiefs are pretty tough, but the Dune Rangers are damaging them somewhat. Oh, nice fire there from Arsenal, really nice. Arsenal's trying to get in close. Got a little bit of stalemate going on here. They've got some First Legion pikes here as well. Got the general exposed here. The Dune Rangers should take him out, or the Afterlane marksman. I mean, after all, that's the general there. You know, if Arsenal just activated his archers and his rangers, or even if he has his Doomstone troll saves right here, he could take out the general right now, and that will cripple Bloodbath's attack right here, right now, despite the fact that he has additional reserves over here. They'd be all but useless going up against these guys without their general. Like, Bloodbath has taken a big risk here, and Arsenal should exploit it if he takes the opportunity. Bruno Trosso is apparently reloading. Okay, it's only a couple of them firing. Bruno Rangers should be firing. Alright, Bloodbath is sending in all his men pretty much. He's going for a knockout blow. We'll check on M1 and GERVAIS in a minute on the other side. There's some dismounted Knights of Illuminus here, trying to reinforce the line. Myriad War Chief retainers are getting through here. The Trollso should target the Myriad War Chief retainers. They're out in the open. Bloodbath's push is going pretty well. It's almost through. There was a lot of depth to this defensive formation, but Bloodbath is doing his best to break through it. Got some dismounted Knights of Illuminus coming in. Okay, they're shooting the backs of the Brotherhood of the Axe and Myriad War Chief retainers. Bruno Rangers here could make a big difference and destroy this left flank. We've got the marksmen shooting into it, but the Rangers will make more of a difference. They're over here actually. Sons of the Fallen are here as well. Go back over briefly. So we've got some Mithril Guard and Hammers of Gundabad here, as well as some Sentries of Khazad-dûm, fighting up against Umbar and Isengard. And we have some Great Bay Arthanes and some Notorious Guardians here, as well as some other enemy here in Kringa. Firing over here. What's here? Probably should target the archers shooting at him. Alright, so far the defenders holding relatively strong. All hunters here taken off the hill, either because they're out of ammo or just wants to save their ammunition. Either one of those options is plausible. It's a bit of a stalemate here. Let's go back over and see what's happening here. It looks like Khan's attack is running out of steam. We've got the Kurdish general surrounded right now. Brotherhood of the Sword really pressing hard here on the left flank. The left flank of Arthedain is very weak. We've got a few troops here, Sons of the Fallen, but we've got 40. This had the Knights of Numas, but we're pretty spread out. But then again, it looks like Sons of the Fallen are in the Carnage line as well, which I didn't see before. Now they're folding up Khan. We've got the archers trying to kill the Cardiff general. Jesus, he just cut off his head. Okay, there goes Bloodbath's general. The Dwarvish attack is running out of steam here, I think. They've done really well to push through. They're taking out the Trolls with the White Hand. They need reinforcements. And the Elder Kringo is out of ammunition. Or not. Some of them have their bows out. The Elvish line here will hold for some time. Nothing else is happening yet. Okay, GERVAIS sent his cab over. Oh, damn, no! Pikemen turn their back on the Lancers. The only way a cab charge is successful on pikemen is when their back is turned to them. You see how well the pikemen stood up to that one? Not a single casualty. Nimmer and Shilgard took a few though. How's that going over here? Yeah, so we had the Orc Hunters that were stationed up here before. They're down here now. A few lob shots there from the crossbows is pretty handy. Alright, so I think we'll just times 2-speed it now, as we'll head back. No, sorry. From the map here I can see Khan retreating. What's going on here? Since we've got enemy troop here, maybe it's broken. Yeah, it's broken. Okay, Warlords are hovering on the bridges. They're pulled back. Looks like the defenders are giving up this choke point, yeah. We have some bandits crossing the bridges. And we have the Minas Tirith and sharpshooters being targeted. And we're taking out the First Legion pikes. Alright, so we will actually times 2-speed it. We have we had a unit of Minas Tirith and swordsmen here. But the Invaderist Blade Masters and the Wardens of the North made quick work with them. And we have some Khazad reclaimers that were marching up the hill before. They're retreating. It looks like we have an organised retreat up the hill to the top, the highest point of Folas. Looks like they're going out there. They're going after the reclaimers. One to the north trying to bring down the sharpshooters. Alright, we'll come back shortly. Okay, so the attackers strangely came around on the right embankment. They didn't use the bridges. They've stationed all their forces on this little hill here, and they're going to come down. If I was the defenders, since the attackers have done that, I'd station my archers here and a couple of forces here to try and hold the attackers in place while I peppered them relentlessly with my archers. I mean, them doing that, it's a gift to the defenders, one they should have exploited, I think. We have some guards of Khazad-dûm and some Khazad-dûm reclaimers. I think they're the last forces up here. So they're the last forces able to get to the top. If there are any other defending forces here, it's too late for them to get to the top. They're on their own. So we've got the cavalry here from Umbar hunting for any stray units. I will actually leave it at ×2 speed at the moment. You can see the Dwarves going up against Spearmen, not doing too well against them. Sharpshooters here out of ammunition, obviously. Looks like we have some archers here targeting the Nimrodi lances. The Khazad-dûm reclaimers, they could start firing if they wanted to. Really help out here. Okay, looks like they're going after the general's unit. And there goes the general. Well done to GERVAIS, seeing that opportunity and seizing it. So there's been opportunities taken and opportunities lost on both sides so far during this battle, so it's pretty even-handed. Although losing that artillery piece was a big loss, and so far I'd say the attackers are winning based on less mistakes made. But now Grav has done something very silly. He's got his cav stranded between two defending forces units. I know that sounded funny, but what I'm saying is they're sandwiched. And their ability to get out of here is practically gone. But they are coming downhill, so the pikes are here. So now they won't do so well. If it was just against the guards of Khazad-dûm and reclaimers, I think they'll do pretty well against them, but since the pikes are here, the Nimrodi lancers are pretty much toast. We also have some Osgiliath and sharpshooters. The Hearthguard are not firing yet. As far as I know, they haven't used any ammunition, and they have their bows out. There's some Nuance Gate guards coming in to sandwich the Nimrodi lancers. These guys are going to crumble very fast now. They're being pushed. The Nimrodi lancers are literally being pushed against the Nimrodi Gate guards, and you can see how well that's working, that combination. Okay, Elderfinger archers. They're targeting the pikemen. Not a bad idea, but this is the more immediate threat. But then again, the Elderfinger obviously don't have the angle. The Untitled Rangers, however, might, if they were positioned over here, which they are. Oh no, that's the Northern Warriors. I don't know what happened to the Rangers. They could be around here somewhere, just hidden. Now, anyway, we'll keep an eye out for them. There's sentries up here. Okay, so we'll head back to ×2 speed again now. And our Sentinels taking their time. And this is a mistake. I don't know why people keep doing this. You gotta watch this. You can't mesh your archer units together. It cancels out their effectiveness. It reduces their accuracy to almost shit. In other words, you're just firing arrows and scoring almost 0 hits. unless you're shooting up into a tightly packed mass blob, then shooting upwards or forcing the archer to shoot upwards won't help you in any way. But Tundrus' Fox's archers are under heavy fire again. We have the marksman shooting him, we have the Norrentino warriors shooting him, and we have the Dunedain rangers. Again, Arsenal is getting Dunedain too close to the Norrentino warriors. This is better. This is what should happen. See, look how the accuracy improves. By how much? Oh, beautiful sounds there. What's even better about this particular angle is that, without intending it, the arrows obviously follow the laws of physics and gravity here, and they arc down when the rangers shoot them. So they'll shoot at these guys here, but the arrow could carry all the way down the hill and hit all the enemy forces in its path all the way down here. So body piercing arrows on this kind of terrain, very effective. Captain just withdrawing his forces. It is 76 to 72. I know I didn't keep you guys updated about the kill count before, but if you want honesty, during the cut breaks I was checking it out, it was heavily in favour of the attackers. The defenders were not doing so great the whole time, but now they're actually clawing their way back into this. There was a difference by a factor of 10% for most of the time in favour of the attackers. So retreating up here has its merits. As long as you've got enough troops, then you can probably hold here indefinitely and achieve victory. Unless the attackers have, say, artillery, or have multiple archer units themselves. I mean, that's one way to win and force the enemy out of here, or force the enemy back. If you're trying to take this plateau, you need archers, you need artillery, if you're an attacker. Trying to muscle your way up the hill, not so easy. The Rangers loading up. You see that? They're shooting the Urukai pikemen, but the arrows are hitting pretty much all the Greenwatch garrison footmen behind them. Arrows are piercing. Oh, you see that? Arrows are piercing as far back as here. And they were shooting at the Urukai pikemen here. Alright, the Norrentino warriors have traded places with the Dunedain rangers. We still have ammunition. Untitled marksman here out of ammunition. Times 2 spending it again. Captain GERVAIS charging down the hill. This is brave. We've got some sniper skirmishes here. The defenders have got to watch out for these guys. Looks like we might have the Norrentino warriors targeting the sniper skirmishes. Jeez, it's like a game of what's the time Mr. Wolf. Will the attackers move up in force? Yeah, the Urukai Berserkers, they should be sent up now as well. The Rangers firing. Oh yes! Nice. Snugger skirmishes down to 77. The Untitled Rangers are not kind in the Snugger skirmishes. A couple of javelins here and there. So it's doing their Rangers reloading. They're firing. Oh, they hit the blob. We're targeting the Urukai pikemen. Also getting some hits on the Snugger skirmishes. Even the Green White's garrison archers here. Actually, we'll probably leave it on ×2 speed as Berserkers look like they're about to do something. Yeah, they're going to join the fight. But of course, they're pikemen coming in. We'll see what the Sons of the Fallen get to do here. It looked like Jeff was thinking about pulling them out, but he's recommitted them now to the fight. Alright, and we've got some Cousin Reclaimers now. Plenty of them. At a good position. We'll slow it down a little bit. We're under fire from the Snugger skirmishes, so whatever they're going to do, they have to do it quick. Come on, guys. Come on. Just go for the call. There you go. That's how you do it. Come on, quickly. Oh, that's it. They must be out of ammunition already. Or not. Oh, they're targeting the sharpshooters. Still have their crossbows out. Probably should target the pikemen in front of them. Alright, they're out of ammunition now. Nice charge in the side of the pikemen there. I will ×2 speed it, as it does look like it will get a bit grindy. We still have 15,000 flames to go. Okay, Snugger skirmishes. Targeting the after-name backlines. This is not good. Defenders should either pull their forces back or charge them in, but not leaving them. So Snugger skirmishes are pretty accurate. Alright, times 60. Oh, this is not going to be... I don't know actually how this will go. Looks like the Northern Warriors are doing not too bad against the Corsair fight. Remember, the Pikemen lost their general. This does severely impact their morale. Got some sharpshooters over here as well. And no one's shooting at them. The ones in the north still have their bows out. And the Elven archers are winning here. Alright, Untitled Rangers firing. Oh, yes! Oh, this is why we love Reforged, baby. Oh, what carnage. You love bloody piercing arrows. No one does it like the Blackhawk engineers, but damn, the Rangers do a good job. Okay, the defenders have brought this battle back within 2%. This is the closest it's ever been. It's always been well in favour of the attackers at this point. So the defenders have done a pretty good job turning this around. Still 13,000 frames left though. So this battle's far from done. What time's 2 speeded again? Looks like crossbows still have ammunition. Not a good idea to bring these guys up. The infantry is only meters away. What time? 6 speed it. This is a little bit grindy. What happened? So we got the Hearthguard. What are they fighting? So the Carlin Generals and the Hearthguard here. Times 6 it. Oh. Don't want to miss this. Oh. Arsenal, stop firing. Bloody hell. Keep an eye out for that. Not too many crossbows are firing. They obviously don't have a shot. The defenders are holding pretty strong here. And they still have plenty of reserves as well. 82 to 85 now. The defenders have taken the lead. Not bad. Alright. Times 2 speeding it. Untitled Warriors firing, probably going after the sharpshooters. What have we got going on here? We've got the Hearthguard here. Where are they firing at? Okay, they're targeting the Dunedain Rangers and the Northern Tenor Warriors. They're mixing their archer units again. '83 to '87. We've got the Wardens of the North here. And they're targeting the Nazgûl High. Not a bad target, but they poor accuracy. As you can see, hardly any of them hit. You can see the defenders pushing their way back down the hill. See, this isn't too bad. And this is the kind of blob that shooting upwards and arcing your shots down would work. This is one that I would approve of. This is when I would use it myself, because the chances of a hit highly likely, and you wouldn't be wasting your ammunition. This blob is so large it's almost impossible to miss. '85 to '90. Times 6 beating it. Oh, we've got the crossbows here. I won't deny Sun Ting Wong the chance to show some casualties that he takes. But it's that about Warhammers as well. That's a pretty awesome battle line, actually. Times 2 speeding it. Crossbows are getting some nice hits there. They're actually weakening this attack, this counter-attack from the defenders. And they're bringing it back into a 2% margin. The attackers are sort of pushing the defenders back up the hill. The crossbows are keeping the attackers in this. But the Dunedain Rangers, they're here. They can fire and take out the crossbows, but they're not firing. Alright. What the? Oh, they're going after the Mediterranean Guardians. 92 to 93. Oh, the attackers could still take this. '92 to '93. There we go, crossbows out of ammunition. Something spreading out his other crossbow unit. '93 to '94. Oh, Dunedain Trollslayers, I forgot about them. Dunedain Trollslayers to the rescue. Okay, now they're out of ammunition. We have a second unit coming down. Still has their javelins. 93 to 94 still. Crossbow's getting some good hits there. At it. Crossbow's down to 16. Make that 10. Five.
We're under attack.
And 2, but they're out of ammunition anyway. 94 to 96. Decent far back up the volley there. Unidine Troll Slayers trying to take out the Manta Roman Guardians. And then our Skate Guard's broken. $95 to 96. We have the Carlin General here. Times 2 speeding it. 95 to 97. Alright, there go Captain Jervis's General. Arsenal's pressing hard now against the attackers. There goes Cardinal General. Thunderous' General is dead now. Manta Roman Guardians out of ammunition. 97 to 99. A close victory, and the defenders won, even though they lost their artillery piece earlier on. That is insane. Well done to Captain Jervis, Arsenal, and M1 Breakhead on that victory. That was a great recovery, guys. Well done. I'm impressed. Captain Jervis 2,779, Arsenal 2,476, and M1 Breakhead on 2,313. All very respectable kill counts. Bloodbath McGrath 1330. Sun Ting Wong, 1323, Grave the Unbar Boy, 881, and Tundra's Fox, 1907. All very good kill counts. Every player did really well. It was a hard ask to try and take that plateau, given the number of troops the defenders had stationed and saved there for that particular part. But it was obviously worth it. The strategy worked. After all, the defenders won. They brought that battle back from the brink of defeat when it looked like they were done. So, yeah, that was a great battle. Well done. Well done to all. Thank you, Captain Josh, for sending in the replay. But we're not done yet, because I haven't done the kill count yet of the units. Guards of Khazad-dûm, 349. Really good for them. First Legion Pikes, 258, Sons of the Fallen, 257. Second Legion, 200. Fourth Legion, almost 195 each. Well, that's pretty good. Khazad-dûm Reclaimers, 204. Orc Hunters, range from 164 to 181, very good. And every other unit did okay, to good, so all in all, great performance. Thank you to Jervis for sending in the replay. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys next time. Bye.